Today, we are diving into one of the most pivotal shifts that helped me go from running on fumes to truly feeling strong, nourished, and like myself again after I had my baby girl almost 2 years ago. This episode is all about real food postpartum nutrition, and it's not another strict diet or unrealistic plan that you're probably seeing on social media or so-and-so across the street is telling you about. I am sharing the biggest nutrition shifts I made that helped me stop surviving and start thriving after birth. Enjoy today's show. Feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and like you've lost yourself in the postpartum chaos, struggling to rebuild your strength, heal your core, and feel confident in your body again? Hey mama, I'm Val, a functional sports dietitian, postpartum fitness coach, and a mama who understands exactly what you're going through. Welcome to the Strong and Nourished Mama podcast, where I help busy moms like you regain your energy, rebuild strength, and feel amazing through simple, science-backed nutrition and fitness strategies. If you're ready to go from depleted to strong, nourished, and unstoppable, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey friend, I invite you to join me live for a free workshop that comes straight from my heart and experience. After becoming a mom, I thought exhaustion was just part of the deal. I kept pushing, trying to bounce back, doing all of the things, but I still felt drained, weak, and like I'd lost myself in the process. That's when everything shifted. I learned how to nourish my body, rebuild my core, and support my energy, and it has changed everything. I am now almost 2 years postpartum, and I feel so strong and energized. In this 60-minute workshop, From Exhausted to Energized, I'm going to show you how to do the same. You're going to learn the real reasons you're so tired, and it's not just because you're not sleeping, the 3 keys to lasting energy, and how to feel strong and grounded in your body again without burnout, guesswork, or rigid routines. Plus, everyone who signs up for the workshop, you're going to be getting $100 off enrollment and early access to my postpartum wellness program, the Strong, Nourished, and Energized Mom Method. Save your spot now at wellnessbyval.com/workshop. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to share a review that truly made my day. This review is from N-Miles1, and she said, "New Mama. This is a great podcast to listen to at any stage of motherhood. I'm becoming a mom here soon, and Val has provided me with so much knowledge on how I can help fuel myself during and after pregnancy. She truly understands how these are small changes that over time reflect big impacts, making it such a safe place to be." Thank you so much, and Miles1, for leaving that amazing review. It means so much to me. Thanks for taking the time to write it, and thank you for those kind words. If this podcast has helped you in any way, it would mean so much if you would take the time to leave a review. It takes less than 60 seconds. It helps grow the show and gets this information into the hands of more moms who really need it. Thank you for being here. After having a baby, everything changes. Your body changes. Your sleep changes, your routine, your priority, literally your life changes. And whether you're learning to care for a newborn for the very first time or you're juggling the needs of multiple little ones, it is a lot, mama. It is a lot. And in the middle of all of that, nourishing yourself often takes a back seat. It's often that I hear moms are saying, "Oh, I forgot to eat." And moms who are even 3, I literally had this conversation yesterday with a client of mine, and she was like, "Yeah, no, like I'm just so busy. Like I don't eat until 1 o'clock. And then I'm craving all these other things." And so nourishing yourself it's not just in that first 3 months postpartum after having your baby. This is like through the rest of our motherhood journey, right? And it takes a back seat. And I remember sitting on the couch one afternoon, hanging out with my little girl, and I was holding her in one arm and a granola bar in the other. And there's nothing wrong with a granola bar at all, but I was exhausted. I was depleted, and I was wondering why I felt so off, even though I was eating healthy. But here's the thing. Here's what I learned. How you nourish yourself in this season matters more than ever. Let me say that again. How you nourish yourself in this season matters more than ever, because this is where you are healing. Nourishing yourself is going to impact how you heal, the tissue that is healing, how you show up for your family, how you show up for yourself, how you feel in your own body, your mental health, everything. It's going to impact everything, and it matters more than ever now because you just grew a human, you had your baby, and that takes so much out of us. And then after you have your baby, you're having to do all the things, take care of your baby, feed your baby, go back to work. And that's going to drain us even more. So in today's episode, I'm sharing 3 simple nutrition shifts that really helped me stop surviving and start thriving postpartum. And I want to share this information with you so that you can start to feel stronger and more energized and more like you again. So let's get into it. What are the 3 real food shifts that changed everything for me? Number 1, prioritizing protein first. Protein is queen postpartum. Protein is queen literally all the time. You're hearing this on social media, probably other podcasts, other platforms. You're probably thinking, man, I feel like I need to quit my job to get enough protein. And this isn't just for moms after having a baby. I was just having a conversation about it with my own mom, and I was talking about it because she is doing the 21-day summer reset challenge and she is loving it so much, and she's enjoying the recipes and the workouts and the mindset, everything that's in this challenge. And I'm reviewing her logs because that's one of the perks for the challenge. And I'm like, girl, everything looks great. It's just we got to increase it calories. We got to actually increase protein. And so I'm really working with her and so many other clients on how we can prioritize protein, because protein is going to help rebuild tissue. So after you have your baby, we have to recover. We have to rebuild. Whether you were having your baby vaginally or via C-section, the tissue has to recover. Maybe you didn't just have your baby. Maybe it's been 3 years, 20 years, 30 years. You still need protein to rebuild tissue and to recover. You need it to balance blood sugar, which is going to help stabilize a mood. You need protein to support hormone production, neurotransmitter production, and keep you fuller longer. So protein is so important, and I'm finding that so many moms and so many women are not eating enough. And maybe this is because we feel like we have to eat less to reach our goals. Maybe it's because we're so busy and we're not making a priority and we forget about it. Maybe it's because we didn't have a plan for the week. We didn't prep anything. And if we're not thinking about it, if we're not prioritizing it, then it's going to be so easy to neglect. And it doesn't mean that you have to be on this super, super, super high protein diet. It's just, let's make sure we start prioritizing it. So once I started prioritizing protein and building every meal and snack around it, I felt a tremendous difference physically. I was recovering faster after having my baby. I was reaching the goals that I wanted to in the gym, my body composition goals, and it was amazing. And so this can be really any protein source. So eggs, Greek yogurt, maybe you have a whey protein powder or a plant-based protein powder in your smoothies, salmon or other fish, shellfish, shredded chicken, other poultry, beef, beans, legumes, whatever it is. Make sure that you always have protein on your plate. And so that's what I focused on. And this was even when I was eating out or on the go. Real quick, before we keep going, if you are in a season of trying to understand your cycle, understand your hormones, or even prepare for another baby down the line, or maybe you're thinking about getting pregnant in the future, I have to tell you about a tool that I absolutely love, Mira. It is a science-backed, at-home hormone tracker that gives you actual lab-grade insight into your cycle. So you get your data right then and there in the app, and I will see your data as well in the dashboard. Whether you're trying to conceive or you just want to understand what's going on in your body, this is the tool to use. I love Mira because it takes the guesswork out of tracking and it helps you make informed decisions based on real data. And this is something that you want to use in addition to maybe apps that you're using to track your cycle, temperature, as well as symptoms that you are experiencing physically and mentally. You can check it out and use my affiliate link in the show notes, and this truly supports the show. And I only share what I genuinely use and what I love, and Mira has been such a game changer for me and my clients. And to make it even more helpful, I am offering a free 30-minute coaching session to the first 3 women who purchase Mira using my affiliate link, and we are going to be able to meet and discuss and interpret your results together. Head to wellnessbyval.com/Mira to get access now. Now, back to the show. So number 1, prioritize protein. Protein is queen. We love her. Number 2, balance over perfection. I stopped obsessing over the perfect macro or the eating clean 100% of the time. 1, that's exhausting. 2, that's unrealistic. 3, that is not fun, okay? I want to eat pizza and enjoy myself. I want to be able to enjoy a burger and fries. And I also want to enjoy my salmon on top of my salad or my Mediterranean bowl or whatever it is. It's about balance, not perfection. So instead, I aimed for balanced meals where I focus on protein first, fiber-rich carbohydrates, some healthy fats, making sure that I can identify all of those things on my plate, whether it was something that I made or that I was eating out. Where's my protein? Where's my carb? Where's my color? Where's my healthy fat? So maybe some examples of this could be a tuna sandwich with avocado and fruit. Oatmeal was my jam. It is still my jam because it's so easy during busy weeks. But early postpartum, I want to say for like the first 3 months, I was having overnight oats every morning because it was easy to prep. I was able to pack a lot of calories, a lot of nutrients, a lot of protein into it, and it was delicious. I've talked about my overnight oats many times on the show. This shift gave me more flexibility. It gave me more enjoyment and stability in my energy and my mood because I wasn't focusing on this perfect meal. It doesn't exist. I wasn't restricting myself. I wasn't saying, I can't have that. I'm bad if I have that. Because no, that's not the case. I'm not a bad person for eating pizza or for enjoying my burger. Not at all. But I need to make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients to heal and to recover. So that's where balance comes in. So I was able to enjoy eating out with my friends, my family, and still reach my goals of losing fat and gaining muscle. So number 2, balance over perfection. And I've talked about this many times on the show. Number 3, adding in more plant foods. It is so easy to overlook veggies and other plant foods because we don't have time. Val, I don't have the time to prep. I don't have the time to chop. And I had this conversation last week with someone that it's either time or money when it comes to some of these things. If you have the time that week, right? Every week's going to be different. If you have the time that week, and the time could even be 5 or 10 minutes to chop some sweet potatoes. But if you have the time, buy the whole food and then you chop it, you prep it and prepare it. So maybe you get a bunch of sweet potatoes from Costco and you chop a bunch of them and then you're able to put them on a sheet pan and roast them while you hang out and do other things. If you don't have the time, then you may have to spend a little bit of money to get it pre-chopped. Maybe you can save some money and get it frozen. So for example, maybe you have raw rice and different types of rice and legumes in the pantry, but maybe you also have like the packets that you can tear open and microwave. And then you also have frozen whole grains in the freezer that you can also microwave. So you have all these different backup options, but you're still getting in plant foods. And trust me when I say, making this switch to really focusing and adding in more plants is essential. So I really made a point to add in frozen veggies, frozen fruits, roasted sweet potatoes, chia seed, ground flax seeds, beans, leafy greens, other non-starchy veggies, berries, everything. And I felt the difference because more fiber is going to equal better digestion, more phytonutrients, and that's going to equal better recovery and more energy. This is going to give you everything that you need to be able to heal, to recover, and it's going to give you the nutrients that are appropriate for healing. Okay, so we have to add in more plant foods. And what I love to say to my clients is P&P, protein and plants, and balance, of course, but that doesn't really go with the P&P. But protein and plants. So quick recap. Number 1, prioritizing protein first. 2, balance over perfection. And number 3, adding in more plant foods. A bonus, supplements that helped me feel more energized. I'm not going to go into detail about this now because I have a future episode coming out on supplements, but I do want to mention that certain supplements like magnesium, my omega-3 fatty acids, my creatine, I love creatine, and of course my high quality prenatal really helped support my energy and my mood. It was a really, really good insurance plan. So stay tuned for that full breakdown in a future episode. I want to give you some meal and snack ideas real quick. So some real life ideas that you can rotate during those early postpartum days or literally whenever. Maybe it's a smoothie with protein powder. You have some fruit in there, maybe a nut or seed butter, a leafy green like spinach or kale, and ground flaxseed. Maybe you have a breakfast bowl and it's scrambled eggs or eggs over easy with potatoes, whether they're sweet potatoes, white potatoes, red potatoes, purple potatoes. You get different nutrients from all those different colors. Maybe with some sauteed kale and some frozen turkey sausage. Maybe you have turkey and hummus and you put that in a wrap and you add in some carrots and berries, maybe a little bit of crackers on the side. Maybe you have a chia pudding and you add hemp hearts or chia seed and some almond butter. You can always throw in some protein and collagen in there. Side note, collagen is not a complete protein. I should talk about this on a future episode. It is not a complete protein because it doesn't have all the amino acids. So it doesn't count towards your muscle protein synthesis, the 30 to 40 grams that I've talked about before on the show, but it does count towards your total protein intake. So those are just some ideas for meals and snacks that you can rotate. And of course, if you are looking for more guidance and you're thinking, yes, I need to make some shifts, but I don't know where to start, then you have to come to my free live workshop on August 1st, From Exhausted to Energized, because this is where I'm really going to dive into a holistic approach, and I'm going to introduce my program because that is open for enrollment in August after the workshop. Because in order to have the energy for what we need to do, we need the core and the pelvic floor work. We need the workouts, something that's going to fit our busy mom life. We need the habits and the routines. We need the energy, and we need the nutrition. And so I'm bringing that all together. I'm going to give you a lot of information in this workshop, but then you're going to get access to exclusive bonuses, $100 off the program and more. The program is called the Strong, Nourished, and Energized Mom Method. And so to get access to these exclusive bonuses, and if you just want some free nutrition and holistic advice, then join the workshop From Exhausted to Energized. Go to wellnessbyval.com/workshop to save your spot. It is time to make nourishing yourself a priority. It is time to focus on you, and you don't have to take the entire day to do that. Even 60 seconds is going to make a big impact. So I hope this episode blessed you today and that you're able to implement some of the things that I talked about into this week. I'll see you next week for another episode. Stay strong, stay nourished. Hey mama, I hope you loved today's episode. If it resonated with you, would you please take 30 seconds to share it with another mom, a mom who's looking to make healthy eating and exercise easier, because we need that. And if you haven't yet, I would be so grateful if you could leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly means the world to me and helps the show reach more amazing moms like you. All right, time to chase my toddler around. Stay strong and nourished, and I will be back on Monday with another episode. Talk soon.